Okay, so before we get into this video, I'm warning you now, it's quite a long video. I try to cover as many people as I can, and I've come to the end of the editing, and I realise it's over half an hour long, so sorry it's a long video, but I didn't want to miss as much information as I could. I want to try and cram it all in, so I'll try and put some kind of chapters in the comments or something once I've got a spare bit of a few minutes to go through it and do that for you. So thanks for watching, grab a cup of tea, sit down, relax, and hopefully you get the answers you're looking for. Hello and welcome back to another video. So, ending the saga of the whole Oculus Facebook account link situation, I think I tweeted about it and also may have mentioned in the last video that I was thinking about doing a Q&A. And the reason why is because I've noticed the videos have got quite a good response, you know, compared to obviously the other videos I've done on my channel so far, which goes to show there's a lot of questions that need answering. A lot of people are clearly searching for this, trying to get some idea before they buy it or after they buy it. So with that in mind, I'm going to try and pick some of the main questions I can. I'm sorry if I miss your question. It doesn't mean it's not important. I've tried to answer as many as I can in the comments of the videos, and anyone that I haven't currently answered, probably because I was saving it for the video. So I'm sorry if I have missed you. If it's not in this video and I haven't replied, I will try and reply to these comments over the next couple of days. Bear with me, I do still work full time and I stream and I'm doing all sorts of other bits and pieces in between. I've got a family. So I'm trying to get around to everything as much as I can. But I thought it would be better if I can do a video, try and pick out the most important questions that people are asking and try and answer them. Now, these aren't necessarily going to be straight down the line factual answers. These are going to be answers based on my opinion and my experience, so please take that with a pinch of salt with whatever you're reading and whatever I'm saying. This is through my experience and what my suggestion to you is. Okay, so the first one I'm going to pick out is a very basic one, and it's from D-Rob, and he says, can you make a new account? Now, I assume he means on the Facebook side, and the answer is no. So it's no secret that Facebook don't want you having more than one account, and if for whatever reason they find out you do, then you have further grounds to get banned. So this is not the answer, no. I wouldn't recommend creating any new accounts if you have, say, a single Facebook account and that's one that goes down. Do not create another account. Unfortunately, you've just got to fight for that one. If you completely end up losing that and there is really no way of coming back from it for whatever reason, then yeah, maybe you can attempt a second one because, you know, that one's a goner. But I wouldn't stop fighting. I wouldn't say that you don't have grounds to get your account back unless you have really broken the terms and conditions that are fair, not stupid ones. And in that case, then, you know, there's not really much that anyone can do about that. But to answer your question, no, you can't just make a second account. And also, if you make a second account and you link that to your current Oculus one, that will not carry over the stuff that you had on your original. You can get in touch with Oculus, and they did state to me that they can link a separate Facebook account to your current Oculus account. However, it is not recommended because Facebook will likely ban that second account. In fact, I'm going through these comments kind of one by one, stopping the video, catching that information. There's actually quite a lot of other people asking that same question. Sharon, Graham, there's some more people asking about the whole Facebook account situation, so hopefully I'll answer all your questions there with the original one I've just answered. Don't make a second account, basically. So this one's from Sam McNair. So he's asked a lot of questions throughout the whole period of this, and this one from a week ago, it says, should I purchase anything or is it too risky in case I get banned? This is a bit of a tricky one. So in this context, we're basing it on the fact that you're currently not banned, you're absolutely fine, you're enjoying your Quest 2, and you want to buy some games from the Oculus store. Do you? And then enjoy it, but run the risk of getting banned later down the line? The answer is, I don't know. The problem with this one here is, like myself, I wasn't. There was no warning of a ban. There was nothing that was going to tell that was going to happen. You know, obviously it was a mistake on their behalf. They admitted their mistake. You know, so it's very hard to say don't buy any games because you might get banned, or do buy games because you probably won't get banned. There's no, at the moment, there's no telling of which way that can go. If it was me personally, I mean, bearing in mind, I've got my Quest 2 back fully up and running now. I can use any purchased apps I've got, I can purchase more. But I'm still hesitant, I'm still holding on because I'm just a little bit weary of the situation. At the moment, obviously, you've got Steam VR and you've got other platforms on the PC. If you wanted to use the Quest with the PC, this is based on that. A lot of people are just using this as an independent headset. You just got to play it by your own kind of feelings, really. I got my account back, so let's put it into this perspective. If, say, you spent 100 quid on Oculus Store and then you get banned and you think, I've lost everything. Not necessarily, because obviously if you fight it and you're lucky, I think luck comes into it quite a lot. But if you fight it, you can get your account back and you can get all your stuff back. But if you do break the rules where you get noticed, they review it, and they can clearly see that you have broken the rules for whatever reason, that could be completely jeopardized, and you could lose everything there. So it's very catch-22. You're damned if you do, somewhat you're damned if you don't, because if you don't do it, you're missing out on some pretty good content actually on Oculus Store. If you don't do it, if you do it, then you could run the risk of losing all that good content on the Oculus Store. So this one I don't have a direct answer to, purely because we just don't know what's necessarily triggering these bans. They haven't really said much. We don't know what the future holds. I think ideally the future should be that Facebook drop the account link. If they do, then you're absolutely fine, you're safe, you can buy whatever you want, because it's got nothing to do with Facebook at that point. But for now, we don't know this. I'll be very careful. Maybe just pick out a few cheap games, but try and maybe dedicate to experience the Quest. If it's your first time experiencing VR, there's so much free stuff on there that will just blow your mind if it's a first time kind of product. And then you've got the Steam side, you've got Origin that produce some VR based games like the new Star Wars Rogue Squadron. So if you can link it to your PC, you still have some options of games you can play there. So I hope that kind of covers it. I know it's not a straight up answer, but some of them I'm not going to be able to answer straight up. AB asked a fair question. It was on the video of the Quest 2 warning account bans one. So this is prior to me announcing that I'm obviously back on the platform and I actually got everything back. He asked, do you know what originally triggered the ban, i.e. sideloading, mods, duplicates, fake Facebook accounts, in-game social interaction? So in my situation, two things to say about that. One, I was lucky I didn't do anything wrong. So that didn't fall into the category of me. Secondly, when they ban you, they don't tell you. If it goes down the same way as me, you'll just go to log into your account or go to use your Facebook account and it's automatically logged out and tells you it's disabled. So if someone was caught with a duplicate account or in-game social interaction, you know, whether they're slandering or slurring, you know, and bullying or whatever, same with mods or side loading, then I guess there would be possibly a warning, at least with the in-game social interaction. If you can imagine, you've seen it many times on people's Facebook accounts. They'll say an edgy comment, or they'll say something they probably shouldn't have. Someone reports it, and then they'll get 24-hour ban or something, and it will kind of tell you, we've reviewed this report that someone's done on you, and you know, you said something naughty and you're banned for 24 hours. But there was obviously none of that. It was just automatically logged out, disabled, and you couldn't use it. So, I mean, I can only say if you're wrongly disabled from Facebook with the Quest situation, the most possible outcome is you won't know any of that. You won't know what triggered anything, because theoretically nothing did trigger it that's actually alarming. So, that's, yeah, I mean, there really wasn't any indication as to what was going on, why it was going on. So, yeah. I kept meaning to answer this one, actually, from 2 days ago. Casual the Squish, I hope I said that right. Just in case, what subreddit did you post the statement to? So, I posted a statement. If anyone that hasn't watched any of the previous videos, you probably shouldn't be here. You should go and watch some of those. I will leave links in the description. So the most recent one, when I say that this whole saga's come to an end, you know, no YouTube videos or Twitter or anything kind of really gained a response from Facebook, but a Reddit post that I did. And so to answer your question, where I was posting this, I'll put up on screen now. It was r/Oculus. I did put it on the Quest 2 one as well, I believe. It didn't gain as much traction. But yes, I mean, the main post that I put up was on r/Oculus. Okay, so I think this is a really, really good one. This is from Noel Tam. I don't have a Facebook account to start with. Any idea if I create one with no friends, will I get a ban too? The problem with this, I would say straight out of the bat, is you are probably going to be targeted more than a lot of others by the AI bots or whatever shit's causing this. Purely because it's a brand new account, but they got to take into consideration that 100% of the population were not using Facebook before they had this Oculus merge deal, right? Not everyone wants to use Facebook. Not everyone knows or does, you know, not everyone wants to use Facebook. It's as simple as that. So they have to have some kind of leeway, some kind of control over new accounts, genuine new accounts that are being forced to use their Facebook platform just to use a VR headset. This always strings back to the same answer, is drop the whole Facebook account link, because there's just really, really no need for it. From a consumer standpoint, for them, of course, we all know why they want to do it. But the point being is they don't need it. And for someone like Noel, who really wants to use a VR headset like Oculus Quest, because, again, I'm standing as neutral as I can. In fact, I'm probably a little bit more biased towards Oculus still, regarding this, because it's a great headset. It is fantastic. I've got my sat right here. I've actually got some content that I'm going to be doing this weekend, which I'm worried about doing. I'll admit I'm worried about doing it. I don't want my viewers to think that now mine's sorted, I'm jumping on the wagon and promoting them. This is going to be a really hard video for me to do, the first one with the Quest. I'm kind of stepping away from the question here, but I am generally worried, and I hope you enjoy some of the content I make, and I hope you don't think that I am selling out or anything like that. I'm going to be putting up warnings still in my videos and saying, look, yeah, I'm using this, it's great, but you got a huge red flag right here, right? I've already bought mine, I've got a huge red flag. This is what you can get, but this is what can happen. Moving back to the question from Noel. If you are starting a brand new Facebook account, I'd like to think you'd be safe, but truly no one's going to know. I had my account for over 12 years and I wasn't safe. If I was adamant that anyone was going to be safe, it was going to be someone that had an active account for over 12 years with 0 infractions. Blown out the fucking water. That was not the case. So as for a brand spanking new account with no friends and no history, who knows? You might get what I got on when I made my second account. After my first one got banned, I mean, I used the second one to try and get into the Facebook kind of help section. You need to be fucking logged in for that. And that got disabled within 24 hours, and then they like did the whole review thing. You had to put your face up to the camera on the side like you were, you know, getting a mugshot. The funny thing about that is I was literally taking a picture of my real face, as, you know, some of you may have had to experience this thing before with Facebook. They still deleted the account. How did they delete the account? That was me. It was genuinely physically me. So who knows? Yeah, I did it the legitimate way on the second account, did the whole facial recognition and whatever they wanted. I could have provided them whatever information they want, my blood type. They can tell me more about me than probably I remember. But it still got banned. So the answer to your question, though, I don't know. I don't think anyone truly knows. I don't think Facebook even knows if your account will survive the ban. But if it does get hit, then again, try and follow some of the steps that I've done on here. Through my videos, and hopefully that might help you get your account back. I can't say don't be disheartened and don't be put off by buying a Quest 2, because this is like I said, a huge red flag and a huge warning to anyone that wants to buy one of these at this current time. If you get through that that kind of process of buying it, your account's safe for a certain period of time, and then you're free running after that. But it shouldn't be that difficult to get in the first place. You know, I've mentioned my sister before that recommended it to me. She had the Quest 1, still has the Quest 1 and bought the Quest 2, and she's not had one single problem through this whole journey. So it is like just, it's Russian roulette. It really is. It's roulette, and I don't know the answer 100%. You're not 100% safe, but who knows with their bots. Another quick question from Samuel. Have they fixed banning for everyone? No. No. They still haven't really come out and said much about it from what I've seen. I'm trying to stay active in the r/Oculus Reddit page. I'm trying to pop on some more Reddit channels as well that's related to the Quest 2. And trying to throw some support to other people, but there are certainly more and more people still cropping up on those pages saying, hey, I've got an Oculus and I've just been banned. So it's not fixed. I think they have a huge queue of people to get through. I don't think they really know how to... They know how to come across, how to fix this. We've already discussed this many times by dropping it, but I don't think they really have much of a plan because they don't want to do that. Don't forget, they also are going through 2 court cases at the moment, one with the USA, one with Germany, for slightly unrelated situations that may end up affecting this one. Plus, they've got other major issues going on. I'm not backing them. I'm not giving them an excuse. I waited nearly 2 months for mine to be fixed for no reason. That's not acceptable. That's not on. The Facebook should do better. And these people that are suffering at the time, especially if you bought it just for Christmas and you've been hit early with the ban, it's wrong, it's unfair, and they need to fix it. And but yes, they certainly haven't fixed the banning for everyone, that's for sure. So I think that's kind of most of the main questions that I got on the last kind of 5 or 6 videos that I've done. Just to kind of recap, so if you were to get the ban like I did, this is just a very quick guide of my steps of what I did and what I think you should do. So the first thing you should do, is contact Oculus. Go straight onto their Oculus website, go to contact us, and you can do a live chat or you can submit a ticket. I prefer a live chat because whether they're scripted or not, there's someone on that other side straight away and you're getting quick answers straight away. And you can fill up as much information as you can. They'll raise a ticket. And you basically got to force them to contact Facebook on your behalf. Because they'll say, oh, yes, you've got a problem with your Facebook account. We'd love to help you, blah, 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 blah. Then they'll be like, oh, we can't do that. So get in early so you don't waste a lot of time with the conversation. They'll ask for serial number. They'll ask for where you purchased, when you purchased it, and all this other information. Provide them with all of that and say, look, I need you to get in touch with Facebook and put in a ticket for me to review my account because I haven't done anything wrong. And I need my Facebook account back. So that's my first thing you should do. I had a bit of an extra problem on mine because with my Facebook account going down, it came up during this review stage where it was wanted to send a number to my a code to my mobile number. It was an old mobile number because I don't want all of my information out on the internet. I do what I do, so a lot of information can easily be found. But my most up-to-date mobile number, why would I want to post that on there? Why would I want that linked to any kind of social network account? So I never updated it. So I couldn't do the whole review send a code thing because it didn't give me an option to do it via email or anything else. So if when your Facebook account goes down and it does give you the option, you got the right information, you might be able to kind of go through that stage as well. But my first protocol would be Oculus, and you've almost got to be on top of them every other day. You know, if you're not getting a response after 2 or 3 days of the first initial conversation with them, hit them again, hit them again, hit them again, hit them again. And you just got to keep pushing them. Would I recommend creating a Reddit post about it or do anything like I did with YouTube videos? If you're a YouTuber, you know, I applaud you to do so. I haven't seen any other, I haven't searched a huge amount, but I haven't seen any other YouTubers. Now, by all means, I'm not a big channel, but I've seen no one really press the issue online as much as I have. You see people, I don't want to name them, but some of the big guys that have had promotional videos and stuff with Oculus, they're great. The videos are fantastic, don't get me wrong. But it's like a quick mention when it first came out, oh, Facebook have been doing this, you know, and then move on to all the good stuff. That's great. But I think more people need to speak about the big issues so people are aware of it. So if you're a YouTuber and you go through this situation, post the hell out of it. It's great. The more public that we can make it, the more people are aware of it, the more traction it gets and the more stuff gets done. If you don't think that's the case, and I had someone, I can't find the comment right now, basically calling me dumb and thick and naive, and you really think Facebook's going to sort this situation out just because you're doing this, that, and the other? Yes, because it worked. So, yeah, it was Reddit. Reddit got my account back. There's almost no doubt about it. Almost 2 months of not hearing from Facebook once. I create a Reddit post, it gets 2,000 upvotes, and it gets 800 odd comments, and then within hours of that, Facebook are saying, by the way, we sorted your account, here's £20 Oculus voucher, and everything's back to normal. So yes, making a noise, getting a lot of people involved, and talking about it, and making it as public as possible, makes a difference. So this is why more of us need to do that, and I'm not afraid to do that. So yeah, the more people talk about it, the better it is, and the more chance we can get something done. So yes, like I said, if you're a YouTuber, make some videos about it, tweet about it, Insta about it, Snap about it, whatever where your audience is, you know, do it, because you should. I don't see why you shouldn't, and that's why I've done what I've done. I've tried to record as much of my experience as I can from day one to now, so other people are aware about it, so Facebook are aware about it, Oculus are aware about it, and you know, I don't see why people don't do this. Are they afraid? I don't know. But yeah, so that would be my process. So you just got to keep pushing. If you want to create a Reddit post, create a Reddit post. I can't guarantee that it's gonna make a difference. I think I was one of the lucky ones, if I'm honest. I think that Reddit post could have gone either way. It could have got almost no response to it, lost in the ether of Reddit, and you know, I'd still maybe be here waiting for my account back. I was just lucky that I caught the page at the right time. I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, you just got to keep pushing. Feel free to comment or message me or whatever, and you know, maybe we'll do something somehow where I will try and make certain people something public about, you know, the more people we get together that's having this issue. I don't know yet. Like I said, I don't want to give up on this. I don't want to give up on you guys that's not getting this experience with the Quest that you want. Again, I'm only one small channel, but maybe we can make some waves and try and get this sorted. And I think still down the road, the answer is going to be to remove the Facebook thing. And I think it could happen. But we can't stop now. Do you know what I'm saying? We can't stop now. So that's the process. Oculus, keep pressing Oculus, make them force that that ticket over to Facebook, and from that point, that's where you're just going to struggle. It's out of your hands. You've done the process you need. Just be as public as you can about it. Maybe try and get it across to the right people, the right platforms like Reddit, like Twitter, and hopefully that will kind of garner them to pick up on your situation and get it sorted sooner rather than later, not 2 months down the road. Now, one thing I have seen with some of the comments is from quite a few different people. I'll just pick out one that's right in front of me at the moment. Urbex Gamma, who's dropped a few comments through my videos. So hope you're doing well, Urbex, and thank you for the comments. I appreciate the support through this. Glad you're back, but still for a reason not to buy Quest 2. I don't know all these problems. Yep, I completely get it. Like I said, I've been lucky to come out the other side okay, finally. I didn't have a completely smooth journey through buying the Quest 2, but I completely understand why you won't want to buy one, at least not yet. So yeah, and there's quite a few of these. Ali Mukhtar, this gave me hope. Decided not to buy one after a previous video. Now we'll rethink. You know, I didn't want to necessarily do these videos to put, in somewhat I did want to put people off. I wanted to try and say as neutral as possible, make people aware. That was the main thing. Not to, you know, completely try and shut them down or anything and say, don't ever buy one of these, they're trash, they're terrible, the company's rah, 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 rah. I didn't want to go with that approach. I just want to make people aware of what you could be getting yourself into. It's sad that I've, you know, scared a few people off, and again, I don't blame you, especially at the moment. Maybe down the road, if they can get things sorted, you can maybe reconsider. because it's a great headset once you get through that situation. Hey, it's Minus. Came over from Reddit community. I plan to buy Quest 2 myself. Does anyone have initial pointers info for me before I make said purchase? Also glad to see you got everything sorted. And also kudos to standing up against corporate Facebook for the VR community. Much love. Appreciate that, Minus. Thank you for coming over from Reddit. Thank you for dropping a comment. It means a lot. It shows that, you know, speaking publicly like this, it makes a difference, you know, and the more places you do it, the better. I plan to buy a Quest 2 myself. Anyone have any initial pointers / info for me before I make said purchase? I think we've covered a lot of it during this video and previous ones. Be careful, be aware, and be prepared. It could happen, it may not. So, yeah, this is pretty much kind of repeating what I've already said. Make sure you have... is it even worth saying? Make sure you have a Facebook account that's in good terms, because mine was. Be prepared to lose your Facebook account and go for a battle. I think that's the only thing I can say. That's the only initial pointers that I can give you. The headset itself is great. Make sure you find your IPD position right, because you can slide the lenses if you didn't know. I don't know how much research you've done into it, but you can move these and make sure you find your comfort zone. I'd recommend buying the Elite strap if you can get hold of them. Now, they did have a bad batch. A lot of them were snapping, but they have seemed to fix that issue. So anything new with the Elite strap is going to be good. And if it's not, they will replace it. Same with the headset if you get any issues with some bad lenses. The original strap that comes with the Quest 2 is trash. Don't use it. Try to get away from it as quick as you can. If you can buy a bundle, or if you can get the head strap at the same time as the Quest 2, I highly recommend you do so. The original strap is just awful, and it will not give you a great experience. So that's the main thing I'll say. Minus is be very careful with the Facebook situation. Be prepared for it, and get everything in place that if it does happen, you can automatically know exactly what you need to do in order to start your journey to get it back. You can use the Quest for quite some time before your Facebook account, because it goes through a 30 days of reviewing process, and if they don't get that fixed within that time, then the account gets banned. So you still technically have at least 30 days, give or take, to play around with the Quest 2 if you do go down that horrible route of accidentally getting banned. But the Elite strap is almost like a must for me personally. You might be able to find some third-party ones now. It's been out for a little bit longer. People have been 3D printing these, so there might be something better out there or cheaper. But I would recommend that. Minus. Once again, thank you very much for the comment. I really appreciate it. And to say, you know, kudos to stand up against corporate Facebook for the VR community. It means a lot. I'm very new to the VR community. I'm really enjoying it, and my mind is forever blown the more I look into and delve into the VR world. So hopefully I can really start to experience it a bit more, and maybe do some more positive things for the VR community rather than just go on about a horrible situation with the Facebook. So thank you, I appreciate it. I'm going to try and wrap it up here, but I just want to finish on one of these as well. Steve Parish, I've had a couple of comments from Steve, and Steve is going through the same situation as me. He's got his, and the main thing for his sake is getting his pictures and everything else back. And he thinks he's going to try and post on Reddit. This is 3 days ago, Steve. I don't know if I caught your thing on Reddit anywhere, because I don't know what name also you want to go under on there, which is fine. Let me know how it's going. Like I said, I did say, I'm pretty sure I said that I will address this issue in the Q&A, and I have got to it now. I did nearly forget. I am sorry. I have a terrible, terrible memory. It's nothing personal. But when you go down that situation with Facebook and it's through the disabled stage and that they're going to ban the account, you can download your information. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put up... I haven't actually got it on here, so I'm going to do it post-edit. I'm going to put up here now the what it looks like on the computer, and I'm going to try and find a version where it looks like on the phone as well, where it says download your information. I don't know if this appears later on during the disabled Facebook accounts section. I think it might do, but it should certainly be there, and they can't withhold your information. So if you don't see that option, then unfortunately the only thing you can do again is contact Oculus, because you can't get hold of Facebook. But don't let your account go down without getting your information, especially your family pictures and, you know, your personal stuff. However, I will warn you, once you do download your information, you'll be pretty worried about actually how much information they have on you, including coordinates on your house and then wherever you've been. It's quite daunting. We all knew it was there, but when you actually physically see it, it's quite scary. So Steve, let me know, give me an update if you can on how the process is going with Reddit, whether you got your account back yet, and hopefully the download your information section for Facebook shows up for you. You can find it and you can get all your pictures and everything else before you know, if it gets to that stage of the account completely going. But keep fighting. They will sort it. I'm proof of this. You've just really got to fight, and you just got to keep pushing. It's tough, but it will work eventually, hopefully, and I hope it does for you. Right, so I think I'm going to wrap it up there. I tried to answer as many kind of questions that I think were most pressing, most important to try and answer, most helpful. I didn't expect such a big response to these videos, the comments and the likes. I really appreciate it. The new subscribers that we've earned during this journey, it's kind of softened the blow a little bit for me, and I hope to see you guys sticking around for the future videos. This is a new year. I'm really going to try and push a lot of effort into this. Now, my main priority was always Twitch, streaming 3 to 4 nights a week there, while I do still work full time. Otherwise I'll be doing that a lot more, and I'm really going to start trying to concentrate a lot more on my YouTube channel here. I really enjoy what I'm doing here, and I've got some great ideas coming up, some VR, some non-VR, so I hope you like both sides of it. I will try and keep them separate and playlist them, you know. So if you do see like a VR video you don't want to see, or you want to see like a normal game video you don't want to see, you know, there's going to be plenty of other stuff there for you as well. So what I'm trying to say basically is thank you for the support. It did actually help, whether you kind of realize it or not. Just having this response from people saying that, you know, I'm not alone, or wishing me luck. Sven Viking was one. I keep seeing his name pop up a lot. Same with Samuel McNair and some other people. I really appreciate you. You have been quite vocal throughout the whole thing, and, you know, kind of supporting me and backing me up, and I really do appreciate that. So I hope to you kind of build this community going forward still, and I hope this Q&A kind of helped a lot of people. We're just answering some of the basic questions of what happens when you do go down, what should you do, or what should you be careful about from going to buy one. If I've missed anything do you think is really important that you want answering, again, you got my Twitter, and everything's in the bio. So Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You got the YouTube comment section here. So drop it down below. Whatever you want to do, I will try and answer as many questions as I can. If I haven't answered your question on any of my YouTube videos yet, don't worry. I'm going to try and get to it over the weekend. But I have got some stuff I want to record and edit. So I will hopefully see you guys very shortly for another positive video. I have been reached out by a company, a VR game developer that would like me to do some reviewing and content on one of their games. So hey, maybe we can get back into VR with you know, supporting a small time developer and giving them some feedback on the new game that they got coming out. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you, really thank you. I really appreciate it. 2021's been interesting so far. I hope it gets better for everyone, and you're not alone. We're all together. We're a community. And I'm looking forward to what this year holds. So thank you. And I'll see you next time. Peace out.